Now, young boys and girls in camp made for displaced families fleeing war are in danger of being exposed to drugs at young age. Dozens of families who are trapped in KUCHINGORO camp for 7 to 9 years with no home to return to and no money to afford houses in decent locations within Abuja are in desperate situation. Nana Mohammed was there and now reports.
KUCHINGORO camp in the city of Abuja has become a place thousands of internally displaced families have found as home to raise their children. For 9 years, Aisha Bakura from Goza local government area of Borno State has lived with her husband and 4 children in a makeshift room. Aisha is concerned with the growing use of drugs among young people and other vices within the camp.
Whenever I step out, I always think of what is happening to the children. I live in fear of the unknown because of lack of trust and fear of what the children may do. I used to lock them up whenever it's time for us to go to bed. I sleep with the keys. This is because I am afraid of letting them loose. Many of them do drugs, including young boys and girls. Availability of the drugs can make our children take up such bad habits.
Dr. Inya Ode is a humanitarian worker. She is worried that if nothing is done to save the children and families in displaced camps, both within and outside of Abuja, the future may not be pleasant.
People in those camps or settlements that have not been taken care of, that don't feel the sense of nationalism or the sense of patriotism to their country because the country has not cared for them. And because of that pending disaster, we see all kinds of vices coming through. We had a commission to take care of IDPs, displaced persons and refugees and all of that. It was a commission. Now we have a full-fledged ministry to take care of displaced persons, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. But then how far so far? What is the ministry doing?
Robinson Okeke, an Abuja-based mental health specialist, said, people who are forced to leave their homes live in constant trauma and depression if they are not cared for in terms of providing the basic human needs.
It goes to the primitive age, when humans had little to boast of. It was a very critical time in human developmental history. Okay, and so at that time you see rage, you see anger. That was at a time when Thomas Hobbes wrote his very popular saying that life was brutish, was harsh, and was short. Because it was a primitive, way of life. So when people run away from their homes, they leave their lives behind.
Nigeria has the 3rd highest number of internally displaced persons in Africa, spread in camps across the country. This statistic, experts believe, portends danger to the nation if necessary action is not taken. Nana Muhammad, Trust TV News, Abuja.
National Population Census Commission is set to conduct trial census this month ahead of the proper conduct of the exercise in 2023. All machinery has been set in motion in Katsina State, which will kick off on the 30th of June. The full exercise is scheduled for April next year. Abdullahi Yamadi has more.